Hello again, you're watching today on eNCA DSTV channel 43 with me, Dan Moyane. Now, the Deputy Minister of Defence and Veterans Affairs, Thabang Makwetla, has acknowledged major concerns about a scheme to fill potholes involving military veterans. According to City Press newspaper, 40 million rand was set aside for the procurement of 90 pothole machines in 2021. The vendor allegedly received 12.5 million rand, but no equipment was delivered. An investigation is underway and the Defence Director General has now been suspended. Let's get the latest now, from an update, by speaking to the Defence and Military Veterans Deputy Minister, Thabang Makwetla. Welcome to today, Deputy Minister. It's not a really good story coming out of your department, but it looks like you've taken some quick action with the suspension of the DG and the investigation is underway. How far gone is the probe?
Thank you very much, Braten, and to your viewers as well. The investigation has only commenced into this matter and other similar mismanagement within the Department of Military Veterans. The procurement of this road maintenance equipment is a project that happened in 2021. And we only, of course, in the ministry got aware that there was such a procurement undertaken by the department towards the end of the year in 2021. And at that point, of course, our concern was that the project, as it was raised with the ministry, was an idea or a concept on which we were still expecting the department to provide a blueprint, a concept, a document about how it was going to be executed.
So it was never authorized. It was never authorized. You were still working. You were still working on a blueprint.
Absolutely, it was never authorized. And even the transaction, when it happened, there was no communication that 38 million, as we are told that's what we paid for the equipment, that 38 million was spent by the department on this project. It is at that point when we then got closer to the matter to want to understand where was this equipment that was bought, and where was it going to be taken to? Because in the provinces where military veterans are, there was no arrangement for the housing of this equipment, let alone the existence of enterprises of military veterans that were ready to use this equipment. So we went, after putting pressure on the DG, to a firm in Roodepoort, where in the warehouses of this firm we found this 90 machines, and we were told that those machines were bought by the Department of Military Veterans. Our concern firstly was that the machinery, this equipment, was not delivered to the department. It was still at the premises of the company from which it was bought, and there was therefore no evidence that the equipment belongs to the department. But we were assured that indeed these were now assets of the department because they were tagged, and that these machines were now on the inventory of the department.
So you found, sorry, Deputy Minister, in the interest of time, you found the equipment and it was not where it was expected to be, in the hands of the department. It was still with the vendor or the supplier. Can I just take you a few steps back so you can help us understand, and our viewers, why would the Department of Military Veterans be involved in road works? Isn't that the work of the Department of Public Works, for example, or Department of Transport, or like in municipalities, it will be up to the metro or the municipality to fix potholes? Why the military veterans saw it fit that they needed such a project?
The Department of Military Veterans, Braden, has in its policy the responsibility to economically rehabilitate military veterans, give them opportunities to earn incomes. And so with this project, the DG's explanation was that it was actually going to create economic opportunity for military veterans. And we supported the notion of getting military veterans being involved in that way, even as we were not in the ministry convinced that it is the best idea, because it is work that requires people who are physically fit, and the majority of these military veterans are people of advanced age, and it was not very convincing that all of them will be able to participate in that kind of project. But nonetheless, we said, come with the concept document, a blueprint about how this was going to be done, and that was the last time we heard about this idea from the DG.
I'm sure Deputy Minister will talk again in the near future as your probe has just started to find out how it's going, while you've placed the DG under provisional suspension at the moment. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. That's the Deputy Minister of Defence and Military Veterans, Thabang Makwetla.